42 to 47. The burial of Jesus. It was preparation day, that is the day before the Sabbath. So as evening approached, Joseph of Arimathea, a prominent member of the council who was himself waiting for the kingdom of God, went boldly to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. Pilate was surprised to hear that he was already dead. Summoning the centurion, he asked him if Jesus had already died. When he learned from the centurion that it was so, he gave the body to Joseph. So Joseph bought some linen cloth, took down a body, wrapped it in a linen, and placed it in a tomb cut out of rock. Then he rolled a stone against the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joseph, saw where he was laid.
Well, it's the day after now. This is on the Saturday today. Now, not a lot gets said about what happened on the Saturday between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. I wonder what you're doing today. Probably all sorts of things. Depends on what the weather is like where you are. But you know, Jesus had been buried or placed in a tomb as it was then. Pilate was surprised that he was already dead. They'd gone ahead and done it. And they'd already prepared the tomb where he would go into. Imagine what a difficult time that was. Mary, Jesus' mother, had been there by the crucifixion. Jesus' close followers had seen this happen, and many had now deserted and fled. We heard yesterday about how Peter denied Jesus, denied that he even knew him. And now, this seems to be a real time of sadness and disappointment, pain. But you know what's very interesting is the preparation that goes to place Jesus into the tomb. How he was, how they placed him in a tomb and they placed guards around it. If we read in Matthew's Gospel, they take even extra care to make sure the tomb is properly guarded, because Jesus had quoted from the scriptures. Jesus had said that he would rise again on the third day. He would rise again on the third day. And they were concerned and fearful about this. Isn't this interesting? They've been so fearful of Jesus throughout the week, fearful of his teaching. And now here they are concerned that he will rise from the dead on the third day. They placed a guard at the tomb. Why have they done this? Are they that fearful? Because on this Saturday, the Sabbath as it would have been then, not a lot was happening. But God was still at work. What about the disciples themselves? Where were they at this point? They'd hidden themselves away, perhaps in a darkened room somewhere, as we were just a moment ago. Hidden away, fearful that they might be next. How do we deal with this now? They must have had all the feelings of pain and disappointment. They followed Jesus and seen that he was the Messiah. Or that's what they'd thought. But so often, throughout the Gospels, we hear of how the disciples didn't quite understand what Jesus was saying. Didn't quite understand what it all meant. And now, Jesus says, after all that Jesus had said, they had scattered away. Exactly as the words had said. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. And the disciples were hiding in fear, wondering what would happen. Will people come looking for them? Will they be locked away? What will happen next? How will they deal with what's going to happen? the Messiah seemingly had failed. It seemingly wasn't Jesus. And it's amazing, isn't it? How there the religious leaders and those who'd crucified Jesus were so scared that he might rise from the dead that they placed extra guards by the tomb, thinking that would make a difference. The disciples who'd been with Jesus the whole time had disappeared. They were there in darkness, hiding away, fearful, confused, and wondering what would happen next.